Hello everyone, I'm with you again, teacher and saxophonist Andrei Stepanov, LuckySAX. It is with great pleasure that I welcome each of you, dear jazzmen, to our jazz improvisation course on my YouTube channel. First of all, we will remember what you did in your previous classes. You have successfully worked out improvisation options using first only the chord of the first grade, the tonic. Then you studied improvisation based on the chord of the fifth grade, the dominant. And after that, you successfully combined both of these chords in your improvisation. So, you have learned to move meaningfully from note to note in triad. I congratulate you on this, since you have learned the first technical step, movement by triad. But can music be limited to just one performer's technique? Of course not! And today we will learn a new technique, moving along the steps of the scale. Let's start with a simple one. What is the scale? A scale is a sequential ascending or descending series of sounds within one or more octaves. Now, I will show you several ways to use this technique in practice. Please note that you can start moving from any degree of your key. The main thing now is to finish the movement on the same note that you started with. In the second half of the improvisation, you can show your creativity by adding something of your own, making the sound of this musical passage more interesting. Let me show you some of the many possible options for improvisation. You can alternate techniques and start by moving along the notes of the tonic triad, and then play a direct movement along the scale or use the same technical turn twice. Be the creator of your own improvisation. By the way, now I suggest listening to an improvisation option from a student of the first trial course of jazz improvisation for beginners, Vitaliy. He has successfully mastered the movement of the notes of the dominant triad. Wow, great job, Vitaliy! I invite everyone to join our jazz improvisation trial course for beginners. You will find the link in the description of the video. And now, I suggest that you try to put into practice the techniques you already know. Practice this exercise 3 times every day, and you will already be a big step to the stars of the jazz music. Well done! This is a huge step in the right direction. If you already want to try to improvise within the framework of a favorite song that you know, then I want to recommend you good preparatory examples. So, before we start improvising, let's rehearse the elements in special exercises for more advanced jazzmen. Here are some of the exercises that every jazz musician does. Play the first 5 notes of each chord mode. Play the triad of the chord. Play the whole mode from the 1st to the 9th scale degree up and down. Play the 7th chord up and down. Play a chord of the 9th up and down. Play up the whole mode to the 9th scale degree, and down is the arpeggio chord of the key. Play the chords of the 9th arpeggio up and the relevant mood down. Play the mood up and down in thirds. For example, if we take our musical example with the 1st and 5th degrees, then our exercises will sound like this. So, I remind you that you have listened to 8 examples of exercises for more advanced jazzmen. While you are working on these exercises, your fingers and thoughts absorb the moods and chords which you will then improvise on. This is a very reasonable approach. You need to be able to perform these harmony exercises on any melody that you will improvise on. It's a common thing to know the moods and chords before you start playing. Remember them. By memorizing melodies, moods, and chords, you can unleash your imagination. And novice improvisers continue to master the basics of jazz mastery and send their new videos. By the way, here is an example from our student Anastacia. She has already mastered the dominant example well. I suggest you listen to it. Well done, Anastacia! You have already got a meaningful movement within the dominant chord. I'm very proud of the achievements of each of the musicians who joined our free jazz improvisation course. Why do teachers start teaching students about fingering, working on sound and moods? So that the creative principle has a solid foundation. Your instrument expresses your musical personality. After working with musicians of various levels for about 20 years, I realized that one of the main needs is to express themselves in improvisation on the instrument. In this century, jazz has become the main path to this expression. Creativity and imagination are key phenomena for the well-being of all people on the planet. We are creative creatures. With a little help, everyone can learn to improvise and reap the benefits of self-expression in music. There is really nothing to be afraid of. Life is only what we will make it. And at the end of today's lesson, I want to show you the example of another student, Evgeny. In the first steps of Evgeny's improvisation, the experience of listening to jazz stars' compositions is clearly audible. Such baggage as listening to and analyzing the geniuses of jazz will help you replenish your own piggy bank of knowledge. Don't forget to look at the list of the jazz artists in the video description. Today it will be the stars of the trombone. Subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss the new lesson of our jazz improvisation course for beginners. Bye everyone!